I have gathered everyone here today to make an important announcement. Perhaps some of you will have heard the news already. I am, in fact, planning to rebuild the Jade Chamber.
Rebuild the Jade Chamber? That's a huge project!
So the rumors are true. No wonder the price of building materials has gone up so much lately.
Kasi
The
sira
Jade
nung
Chamber
monster.
means a lot to Lady Ningguang. Getting involved in this would be a huge opportunity.
Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils. So you heard my announcement, did you? What do you think? Interested? Yes. Providing the question pertains to something I am knowledgeable about.
Tingin ko di niya alam tungkol sa kapatid mo.
Really? Ooh, then Paimon will ask you about how to run a business! Huh? Look! It seems like there's
Shenhe.
something kind
Mommy.
of fishy going
Mommy
on
Shenhe.
over there.
Ma'am, you seem like an eminent and distinguished young lady to me. I can see that you're easily gonna win this procurement contest Lady Ningguang has set up. As it happens, we have some information about the materials that I really think might interest you. Come on, let's find somewhere a little more private, and we can get down to brass tacks.
Diba?
No, I don't need it.
Ah,
You're sus,
don't
buddy.
be like that. Hey, come on, don't go! Why don't you stand there after her?
Oh, right, yeah.
Siyang the Brave. Ano na pangalan mo? Oh no. Shenhe, I'm coming! Oh, okay. I watch enough anime to know what
Information's
happened.
just what we need right now. Let's follow them and see what we can find out. Huh? They're not here.
Inay.
Let's keep looking.
Yan pala kayo ah.
Ma'am, nowhere
no.
left to run. Don't worry, we're not bad guys. You give us some mora, we give you a little info. Everybody's a winner.
Boss, I got a bad feeling about this. Look at her, the white hair, the energy she gives off. I'm telling you, there's something different about her.
So what? She's loaded. How are we ever going to repay those gambling debts if we just let money walk away from us, huh?
I've already told you, I don't need your information. If you still can't grasp that, I'm happy to repeat it in a way that won't be so easy to forget.
Bijinda na.
Come on,
Shenhe
man.
da.
You seem like an intelligent lady. I shouldn't have to spell this out to you. No more excuses! I know you have money. I saw you. Yeah, I saw you. Strolling into Lioli Pavilion, ordering a table full of food, and only taking a few bites. Then Shinyu at kiosk, then Wanmin restaurant. Same story each time. You order all the signature dishes, take a few bites, then you're on your way again. How could you afford to be so wasteful if you weren't from a rich family? And since you're so rich, what's the loss to you in giving us a little spare change, huh?
Master warned me not to lay a
No,
hand
asang
on anyone
pag-iisip
in
yun.
Liyue Harbor. But here we are.
Oh no. You're dead.
Yes. Let's call it fate.
Boss, I'm telling you, something's not
Di ba
right.
nakita may vision
What
siya?
are you afraid of? We're just selling information. It's not illegal. If she lays a finger on us, all
Haha.
the better. We'll sue her for everything she's worth.
Oh, you again.
Haha.
Millilith? What are the Millilith doing here? Did you do this?
Oo, ako yung tagaligtas
You
nyo.
ought to mind your own business. I swear.
Silence! How dare you threaten innocent civilians? You're coming with us.
No, don't be angry, sir. Please, let me explain.
Aho. What's up,
Shenhe,
Shenhe?
my name.
Oh, so your name's Shenhe.
I could have dealt with it myself, though. I suspect smashing his head against the ground a handful of times is all it would have taken to get him to surrender.
You can't do that. That's way too violent.
That would be my stomach growling. I haven't eaten enough.
Anything in particular you're hungry for?
Chingson, glaze lily, violet grass. These are my usual.
Parang si Ganyo.
Medicinal herbs?
Kinda hard to explain. Anyway, Boo Boo Pharmacy's not far away. Let's take Shenhe there for a big medicinal meal. After all, you can't work on an empty stomach. Psst. Do you think Shenhe might be an adeptus? Seems like it's her first time in Liyue Harbor, and she doesn't seem to get how things work here. If she is an adeptus, that would explain everything. Where does she fit in with the other adepti, though? Paimon's super curious.
Half a pound of each.
What kind of prescription is this? Sounds more like a lunch order. Oh, here you go. That's everything we have in stock.
She's really eating them!
My hunger has now abated. Thank you. Rather awful. Though they were not completely devoid of sweet fragrance, I have a plan.
Great! Paimon bets this is gonna be the awesomest plan ever!
I am not sure whether or to what extent this plan can be classified as awesome. I do, however, believe it will be highly effective. We simply need to dispose of everyone who is currently ahead of us. Then, we alone shall become the victors.
Veto! That is not acceptable! Not by a long shot!
Really? But I hear that competition is in essence about conflict and one-upmanship.
Look, we want to win this competition fair and square, okay? Sunset Vermilionite, Wonder Cores, and Adepti Sigils.
I was wondering who I could hear arguing over there.
Baisu.
So, it's you. She's looking to rebuild the Jade Chamber. Maybe for its first aid on site? I didn't ask, though. Far be it from me to pry into my customers' personal affairs. Oh, and she also borrowed Chi-Chi. Meaning Boo Boo Pharmacy is very short-handed right
She'd
now.
be like, I don't
suppose
remember
any of
you.
are looking...
No, we've got other stuff to do. While you're here, though, you seem to know a lot. Have you ever heard of something called Sunset Vermilionite?
Ah, the variety of plostrite used in the Jade Chamber, yes?
Okay, then. Let's go ask at the Feiyun Commerce Guild.
Master Xingqiu, thank goodness you're finally back.
Xingqiu, have you ever heard of Sunset Vermilionite?
Oh, I see. So you've entered Lady Ningguang's contest as well. In this case, I'm guessing the final transaction price may be in excess of 500 million mora.
500 million?!
Honestly, I would recommend that you don't bother bidding on this one. The price is greatly inflated, and it's just not worth it. Don't suppose you ever heard of Sea Gazer?
Who?
Sea Gazer was once very close to Mountain Shaper, but if I am not mistaken, he has already passed away.
Yes, precisely. I didn't know anyone else knew about him.
All right then, let's go.
There's something about this young lady that reminds me of a good friend of mine. Oh, I almost forgot. Adepti abodes tend to have very ingenious designs, especially when it comes to their defense mechanisms. Plus, it's likely to be crawling with monsters after being abandoned for so long. So please...
Let's see. Xingqiu said it should be around here, but Paimon doesn't see anything.
Wow. Oh, abudan na naman. Ayoko nga ng abudan sa Genshin.
This place was hidden using a special Adepti art.
Dalhin mo ako sa maraming Primo Gems. Mga 10k. Eh?
The Sealy got to here and then disappeared. Should we go over and take a look? What? Weren't we at a waterfall just now? How did we suddenly end up here? Oh, so many clouds. It feels like we're high up in the sky. It's gone and snuck beneath the clouds. And now that Paimon takes a closer look, the rocks and trees here don't seem complete.
They are the product of an Adepti art used for spatial partitioning. If we want to go down, we must first destroy the mechanism that is maintaining the Adepti art.
All right, then let's do it.
I sense the presence of monsters in this place. I don't know where they are hiding, so we'd better be careful.
Shenhe. Shenhe! Tagal-tagal rin nung nakapunta ako dito. Sup!
Obey!
Naplagayan ko sa ganyo para malaman kung kano kalakas yung boss Cryo.
This time, why not allow me to take care of this?
Cryo incarnate! Transfiguration!
Patay.
Whoa! We're gonna fall!
Oh shoot. Survives without good.
Is everyone okay?
Kulta ko rin na.
Look! Vasilia's disappeared beneath the clouds again!
Gusto ko po si Shene kaso Zhongli kailangan. Shenhe, huwag kang galala, papul kita. Pagkariran mo. Sa Purring Guard. Wow, yan, mabubuhay siya. Sick intro, but you're dead.
We're gonna fall! This time, we're really gonna fall! Luckily, there was a pool of water at the bottom. Otherwise, that could have ended very differently. The stone wall. Let's take a closer look.
Well, that is new. Okay. Yes, hidden chest. I knew it. Hoy. Ba't ayaw mabuksan? Lah, ano to? Kalokohan. Chest, ano na?
Look, over there!
Oh.
Could that be the sunset vermilionite?
1,000,
Is this the sunset vermilionite? There's no way we'll be able to get it back to the site, right? Heck, we'll be dragged up into the sky too!
Don't worry. I can handle the weight quite easily.
Well,
Are you sure? Be careful.
I will be gentle with it and make sure it does not get damaged. My safety.
That's right! Paimon's sure you can handle it and everything.
Well then, thank you. I'll go on ahead with the Plostrite. Let's meet at the building site later.
How is Shenhe able to carry that huge rock all by herself? Huh. Adepti super strength much?
what is this? Ngayon ka na nakita ito, bago.
Oh my god, I can't believe my eyes.
Oh my
How can
god.
she lift that massive rock all by herself? She's got to be one of those Adepti, surely.
Congratulations! This item is approved for submission. I'm going to award you full marks for the Sunset Vermilionite item. May I take your name?
My name isn't important. I'm not even here to compete.
On the way over, pretty much everyone was singing your praises!
Oh, really?
What
Nice.
kind of reaction is that? Well, Byron said that there are some makeshift hotels we can use, right? Let's go check in and take a rest. Let's head to our hotel.
Hotel? Hindi ko narinig yun. Saan yun? That's... Ayun yung hotel.
We only have 2 rooms left. Since this was chosen as the building site for the new Jade Chamber,
All right. I will head to my room for now. If you need anything, don't hesitate to disturb me. I'm a light sleeper. I will hear if you knock on the door. See you tomorrow.
Hey, isn't that cloud retainer?
What's
What's she
up?
doing here?
Akit pa ba ako? Akit pa nga ako.
Time to act.
One trusts you have met Shenhe. So, are you getting along quite well?
So far, so good. Yeah. So, you know Shenhe Two Cloud Retainer?
Naturally. Save for Ganyu, who spends the majority of her time in Liyue Harbor.
What's her Adeptus name anyway? Calling her Shenhe feels kind of friendly?
Her Adeptus name? Why, pray tell, would Shenhe have an Adeptus name?
Don't all Adepti have a special title they go by?
On this latter point, you are correct. However, Shenhe is human.
Oh, right. Wait, what? What? You knew already?
Yup.
So is Paimon the only one who didn't know?
As always.
Do you mean to say that she presents differently from ordinary human beings?
Well, to start with, her problem-solving methods are extremely direct.
Ah, yes. In her hand, she held a dagger with which she was confronting a monster that was the god's remains incarnate.
That sounds so dangerous.
When one arrived, she had already been locked in confrontation with this monster for several days. Homicidal instinct with which she was born. One dealt with the monster, yet she still refused to lower her guard. She even pointed her dagger in one's direction and remained ready to strike. Only after she was satisfied that one had no intention to cause her harm did she finally relent. It is only by fate that people's paths may cross. Now that Shenhe's path has crossed with yours, please be sure to treasure the gift that fate has given you, and take good care of her.
Oh, now Paimon gets it. You came out here to check up on Shenhe because you were worried about her, didn't you?
Huh. You dare draw such a facile conclusion on the nature of one's present excursion.
So, Shenhe isn't an Adeptus after all. She just grew up around the Adepti. Hey, so, Shenhe...
Master has relayed my situation to you, I take it.
Oh? How did you know?
I'd intended to wait until you came back before going to sleep, but I didn't hear you come in. I was worried that something may have happened to you. So I went outside to check and caught sight of my master.
Sorry, Shenhe. Paimon had you down as an Adeptus this whole time, but it turns out Paimon was wrong.
It's okay. I don't mind. The fault is mine for not explaining everything to you sooner. Distant and unapproachable. Instead, you treated me as you would a friend. For this, I am very grateful indeed.
To be fair, we've met our fair share of real Adepti, too. Anyway, now it's settled. From now on, you're our friend. Look! The Jade Chamber is floating into the sky! But it seems to be tied down by something.
That's because it's not finished.
Hey, Bylin! And hey, Beto! And hey, person Paimon doesn't know?
Given the enormous scale of the Jade Chamber, we split the construction work into 2 phases to make sure the structure remains balanced.
Beto? You're joining the Jade Chamber contest too?
Sure am. I happened to get my hands on a chunk of sunset vermilionite on a voyage a while back, so I figured I'd bring it over. This is the renowned Miss Yun, or Yunjin, probably the most famous figure in the Liyue opera scene.
Greetings.
These two are Paimon and the Traveler, both good buddies of mine. And this is... sorry, not sure we've met.
Shenhe. I am their... friend.
Good to meet you. A friend of a friend is my friend too. Or, as I like to say, a mate of a crewmate is part of the crew. Miss Yun is also here for the contest.
To be honest with you all, I am in great need of this opportunity to ask Lady Ningguang a question. That's why I joined the contest, Miss Shenhe. But are you competing as well?
No, I don't have any questions for Ningguang. I just wanted to help him win.
In that case, I have a proposal to make. Lady Ningguang said that the first 3 contestants to procure all 3 materials will be awarded the chance to ask a question. Well, there are 3 teams here. We can split the prize between us. Instead of competing against each other, we could work together to secure the top 3 places between us. What do you think?
Sounds great, but how does it change things exactly?
It's called the Divine Damsel of Devastation.
Ah, hello. Are you here for something off the shelf, or do you need something forged?
Excuse me, Master Zhang. We were wondering if you'd heard of something called a Wonder Core.
Of course I have. Sorry, who's asking?
My name is Yunjin. I came to Mount Tianeng once with my father as a child. I remember it being such a long climb that I could barely feel my legs by the time we reached the top. No wonder the legend of the Divine Damsel of Devastation is said to have taken place here. The story of a girl becoming a hero.
Cool! A hero story? They're Paimon's favorite!
The legend first arose in this area. Her husband was so distraught at the news that it broke his spirit and drove him to madness. The vile and vicious monster told the villagers, "If you want to live, you must sacrifice a child to me."
What a nasty piece of work! Ugh. Paimon sure hopes this monster gets put in its place!
But the monster was so terrible and so strong that all within the village were terrified of it. They had no choice but to give in to the monster's demand. Just while they were discussing whose child would be given over to the monster, a little girl suddenly stood up and came forward.
No! Don't do it, little girl!
Unbeknownst to anybody else, she was concealing an exorcist's blade. She approached the monster's lair, feigning fear and trepidation. When she finally arrived, she courageously drew her sword and entered into a fierce struggle with the monster, from which she eventually emerged as the victor. Her extraordinary abilities drew the attention of the Adepti, and they took her as one of their own. Her story became the stuff of legends. But alas, the paths of mortals and Adepti seldom cross, and she would never again re-enter the mortal world. And so, destined to grace the mortal realm for but a brief moment, she vanished like a wisp of smoke into thin air.
It's Shenhe.
That's how the opera ends.
I really like this story. But I personally think that perhaps the little girl was not as brave as the opera makes her out to be. I'm not sure she deserves all the praise she is given.
I've never considered that before.
This should be enough Star Splinter iron. Now we just need to find that Subrosium. Excuse us, sir. Can we ask you something? Is he trying to tell us to look for clues in the village?
It's...
Shenhe.
Shenhe. You're alive. The rumors were true. So, all these years?
We'll go and take a look around. Don't worry. Mingjun has no ill intention towards Miss Shenhe. She'll be quite safe.
Okay, then let's see what we can find in this village.
The remains of a god, an abandoned village, Mount Tianheng. So it seems we're in the right area. Let's keep looking around. What's this? So, Shenhe is the divine damsel? Now that I think about it, she does behave rather like an adeptus, the loving couple. And she didn't volunteer. She was sacrificed to the monster by her own father.
It sucks.
The truth is even more lamentable than the opera.
So basically, we need to go to the middle of the lake south of Mount Tianheng at dusk, and we'll find us some Subrosium.
One year when I was back visiting, I heard a story about a white-haired adeptus from a merchant passing by.
I never imagined it was you. I was a very close friend of your father's. I just let things happen, let it all escalate. Well, we all know how that story ended. I bring flowers back here every year. And each time I wish I had a chance to apologize to you.
Apologize for what? If you'd stopped him, he'd only have found another way.
Hate him?
I don't know what I feel. I'm told my fate is to bear the curse of calamity, so if you ask me how I feel about the past, if I hate my father or not, the truth is, I feel nothing at all.
It must have been so tough for you all these years.
Shenhe, we're back!
Oh, then I will leave you all in peace. Shenhe, it brings me some solace knowing that you are okay. I'll tell you more about the old times next time we meet.
Thanks, mister. We found some info in the end. Shenhe, look! This tells us how to find Subrosium.
In the village, we found your father's diary. It turns out that many of the details in the Divine Damsel of Devastation are not true to the facts. So I'd like to change them.
Why?
I know I say that opera always deviates from the truth.
And I wonder whether I will continue to think in this way.
Don't worry. I believe you will. In fact, I think maybe you've already started to become the person you aspire to be. You just haven't had the opportunity to see it for yourself yet.
Shenhe! Yunjin! Cut the chit-chat! Let's go! We can't let someone else beat us to it! That's everything we need! Let's head back and report in!
Goodness.
So, are they okay?
This is some top quality ore you found. I think I'll get a good end product out of these. It won't take me too long.
Much obliged, Master Zhang. We should look into the Adepti sigils next, but where should we find items relating to the Adepti?
I'll sort that out. Whew. The sigils are ready. Though they are in some respects inferior to my master's, I can assure you there will be no quality issues.
I've finished forging the things you asked for, too.
Be in mind.
Wait. Boring.
Traveler, Yunjin, and Beidou.
What? It's over already? I haven't even found the prostrate yet!
I can't believe it.
So close, but so far.
I'd like to invite our 3 winners to please proceed to the Jade Chamber, where Lady Ningguang is waiting for you.
Combine the Adepti sigils with the Wonder Cores and insert them into the Jade Chamber's control
Yan na.
compartment. The construction of the new Jade Chamber is now officially complete. You are looking for a venue for your new opera, aren't you?
That's right. Lady Ningguang, I would like to hear your opinion.
The unveiling of Miss Yoon's grand new opera surely requires a venue of equal grandeur. I proposed that we stage your first performance right here, in the newly built Jade Chamber.
Sounds good.
The Jade Chamber offers a splendid panoramic view of the mountains and the bustling city.
Thank you, Lady Ningguang. Then I will prepare my props and other articles shortly. Oh, a traveler, Shenhe, Paimon, I'll be leaving now. Do come and see my play when the time comes.
You're next. What is your question?
About my
I should
sister.
clarify. I do not know your sister's whereabouts. Please, don't waste your question on this matter.
Wow, you're a mind reader, Ningguang!
I will pay you at the highest rate of remuneration.
Great! So next time we run out of Moro, we just need to come to Ningguang? No more questions from us. Shenhe, you got a question?
Me? Thank you. But I don't have anything to ask.
Are you sure?
Ningguang, don't forget what we talked about. It's not gonna be easy to deal with. I don't think my fleet can take it on their own.
Don't worry. I have made preparations.
Ningguang, what are you talking about?
You'll see when the Jade Chamber ascends. However, it's not the most pleasant topic of conversation. Maybe it's better that you don't know. When I first set foot in the Jade Chamber, I stood at the edge of the platform and looked down upon Liyue Harbor far below. At that time, I dreamed that one day the Jade Chamber's shadow would be seen in all 7 nations of Tevat. My wish has not changed to this very day. However, it is not only out of consideration for myself that I have built the Jade Chamber anew at this time. I hope the Jade Chamber will always float in the skies above Liyue Harbor, bearing witness to the prosperity and peace of the human world. And I hope that you can all witness it with me. Let the Ascension ceremony commence!
Here we go.
Right on cue. The Avenger of the Vortex, Beisht.
Who is that?
Osial's wife. Final follower of the Overlord of the Vortex.
Sounds like you knew this was coming!
Beidou sensed something was stirring in the deep. She warned me months ago. Knowing she harbors hatred toward the Jade Chamber, I chose to rebuild it now as a way of drawing her out.
Got it. Well, let's go fetch the Adepti.
No. In this human age, the people of Liyue must find a way to overcome this crisis on our strength alone!
All hands! Tsunami incoming!
What's that?
Wait! A giant wave!
You are a cursed child. Your life brings nothing but disaster to us all. At least if you die, I can bring her back.
The day you learn how to use your strength for the good of others is the day that you can truly become part of human society.
Oh shoot.
hardly see this as a great risk.
Attack pattern.
The people of Liyue Harbor are well prepared, and she is already badly injured. Only sheer willpower is keeping her alive.
Oh, I see.
I may be nearing the end of my stamina, but in a fight to the death, I think I have the upper hand.
Baba.
Take your true form, born of ice and frost.
Eh. Wow,
We're way
easy
behind
lang.
schedule.
Ito lang ako.
I'm a little low on energy.
What the?
Answer!
Okay.
Shouldn't we go after her?
This place is unstable. It is too risky to continue pursuing her. If the place collapsed, the consequences would be disastrous. Let's head back. I'm just a little exhausted. Otherwise, fine. I wanted to deal with it myself. I didn't expect you to follow me. Don't worry. She's not coming back anytime soon. I just wanted to protect you.
Let the soldiers recuperate, but don't let your guard down.
You wish to hear one's opinion. Well, things would have hardly gone so smoothly had it not been for Shenhe.
That I do not deny.
You have learned from past failures and prepared for this crisis in advance. This is considerable progress compared to the last time. Hence, on balance, one finds your performance during this trial satisfactory enough. Hopefully, this trip to Liyue Harbor has been a different experience.
Yes. I can't explain it, but I feel happier than I expected.
Oh. Alright, look at me,
Good. Traveler, please take good care of Shenhe. She is a dear child. In fact, one has many fond memories of Shenhe's childhood that she may be interested to hear about.
There'll be no need for that.
Oh.
Cloud retainer
They are all
the
like this.
snitcher.
Fine. Since you care not to listen, one shan't be telling you. One shall be going homeward now.
Ah, nagtampo.
Have a good rest.
Wow! Everyone's already seated! It's Paimon's first time attending a banquet in the Jade Chamber. The food here looks amazing.
I've never missed any of Miss Yun's performances, and I don't intend to start now. I hear she's going to perform the Divine Damsel of Devastation today, the one written by her father.
神女披冠到这里本该接近尾声，但今日我再添一笔，唱与诸位听。 时鹤归，茫茫天地无依靠，孤身离去。今日再会，新朋旧友坐满堂，共聚此时。
What did you think? Personally, I thought I sang rather well. It
Yep.
was beautiful.
Yup.
Paimon wants to learn too.
Here you
Oh,
are. Great to see
listen.
you. Huh? Hey, this young lady with the white hair looks like some kind of VIP. Yeah, that's it, like an adeptus. Wait, you're the girl from the opera, aren't you?
Alternatively, you could leave us alone. That is, if you'd prefer to finish your drink via the orifice of your own choice.
Uh-oh, this feels all too familiar. Shenhe's back to her old self again.
Hey, what are you doing?
Calm down, Shenhe. Calm down.
My god, that look.
To act, one must first feel. After our trip to Mount Tianheng together, I felt much more in touch with the character today. I believe I was able to deliver a more profound performance because of it. Next time I have a new opera, may we study the character together again.
Now that I think about it, I'm glad Master sent me here to deliver the sigils. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had the chance to meet you. I'm sure I have much to learn from you in the future.
You've made an exceptional contribution toward the building of the new Jade Chamber. I will not forget this. I shall be sure to repay your kindness at an appropriate juncture.
Drinking and watching opera in the Jade Chamber. A rare and exquisite pleasure.
More wine! More wine!
I wonder when I'll be able to build a Jade Chamber of my own. It'll take a lot more wealth than I have now. But hey, you've got to dream big. Who knows? If I keep working at it, maybe one day